Hey guys, Myckelle here, and I'm going to be today talking about a question I get asked often, and that's how long does it take to fix your credit? Um, Credit, it's a tough thing, and if anyone tells you that they can have your credit fixed in 4 to 6 weeks, they're lying. I need you to run, and I need you not to pay them. Okay, let's start there. Because a lot of times people will give you false promises based on, oh, I can do this really quickly. I'll have this out of the way real fast. And it doesn't happen like that, honey. Everything that is real and is genuine, the people will tell you up front that there is a process. They will say, hey, it's this amount of time. They will keep you updated during the process. They will continuously check in with you, and they will be realistic. I would rather somebody go over with a number and say, hey, it's going to take a year. And then if it's done quicker, I'm like, yay, that's a great surprise. Then go under with the number and say 6 weeks. And then 12 weeks later, I'm sitting here like, hey, I'm trying to buy this house and I can't even get it because you lied to me. So let's be realistic. It could take up to 6 months to get your credit established and repaired. But if you started 6 months ago, you'd be there now, guys. I started last year and I did a lot of the work myself. I got credit also people to help me. But I just started researching too and saying, let me figure out how to do this. And I started making the calls, contacting the 3 credit bureaus, the main ones, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. And I started making requests myself and disputes myself, as well as I, hired someone who helped push it along and get the inquiries off and things like that, because there's 3 main things that can, mess you up from trying to get business credit later. And that's having a bunch of inquiries on your credit. That means when you're going out asking for credit a lot, you can get those safely and legally removed easily. It's also when you're sitting there, getting a bunch of credit at one time and utilizing the credit. The goal is to get it and not to use it. Yeah, it sounds counterproductive, but it is actually what they prefer. And you get higher credit scores when you have low utilization. Usually they want it under 10%. My utilization right now on $120,000 worth of credit is about 1%, maybe 2%. And that's part of my strategy, because I use that credit to get business credit. And so if you have low utilization, that drives your score up. So mine is in the 800s, and then I can go ahead and get business credit, which I use and I utilize, and without a problem, because you can utilize that and your score doesn't change. So the goal is to get your credit to a point where you can get business credit, and then you can start using it and not have to worry about it. Isn't that cool? So yeah, that's another thing. And the third thing that people do a lot of times to mess up their credit is they don't go in and pay the bill on time and pay it early and pay it off. The goal is every time it's due, please don't be late. Don't ever. Being late just one time can drop your score by 40, 60 points. And so you don't want to do that. You don't want to ever be late. And matter of fact, I was taught by my mother, who had an 850 credit score. She was so amazing. She was like, listen, I get the credit card, I use it one time, pay it off at the end of the month, and then I cut it up and I put it away or throw it away. And that was smart. I didn't understand that in the beginning, but her credit score was so high because she had no utilization. She said every once in a while you got to use it just so they don't shut you down. You buy one thing, pay it off at the end of the month, cut the card up, and do it again for another year. And that way your credit goes up and up and up. And every 6 months, what do? I ask for a credit line increase. And so after a while, it's grown from $20,000 of credit to $40,000 to $60,000. Now I'm at $120,000. So I'm just trying to show you guys some tips on how to get your scores up yourself too. But also, if you need a credit person that you want it to go a little faster, you can call me and I'll make the connection. I would also say that you would want to be ready to wait about 6 months. And that is, low. I would say that's low balling. If you say 6 months at the least, because if it goes faster, great, you're excited, but just plan on that. So if you start now, you guys can be ready by Christmas to have this, to get your first property, to get your investment properties, to get your investment cars, to get the things that you need. But if you don't start and you keep putting it off and off, that 6 months is just going to go into all of 2025. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope this message was a blessing for you as much as it blessed me to give you the information. If you would like to schedule your own personal one-on-one with me called a Pick My Brain session, I will be available to talk, and I'll give you my calendar link if you just email me at myckelle@empowermentww.com so that we could sit down and you can ask me all the questions you need, as well as I'll be giving you guidance and information. Be your own personal one-on-one hour with me. I'd love to do that for you. So inbox me, DM me, email me, and we'll talk soon. Until next time, bye.